Do you ever find yourself 3 hours into something you never even planned on looking into? This is what learning about AI is like nowadays. People who would have ridiculed anything remotely technical a few years ago are now casually programming chatbots in their spare time. That guy you may know who barely sent a good email last year, he may currently even have robotics as his side hustle with Python. Or maybe you don't even know this type of person. Either way, this is not simply a flash of what's happening in the world. It's everywhere. And honestly, it's getting more and more like it's something greater than just curiosity. AI is growing at a massive scale, the kind of pull that comes slowly, softly at first, and all of a sudden you can't resist it. Be coding in your head or sleep dreaming about AI. Looking at YouTube thumbnails like, just click on one more AI tutorial. But when people needed to learn about AI, it didn't always start that way. It started with wonder. That very first experience they had playing around with ChatGPT, or seeing Midjourney generate an image from a sentence you hadn't even thought completely through. Something snaps. Not just, oh, that's nice, more like, wait, how in the world is that even possible? And then your mind's in, hooked. It wants more. And AI, it's learned how to keep it coming. It's built differently. It feels good to know. Even when it's frustrating, it's the kind of frustrating that you'd rather solve more of. Because if your code actually works finally, or a model just spits out something ridiculous, your brain has a little celebration. Dopamine. That's all it is. The same teeny thrill you feel when your phone buzzes. But this time, it's because you figured something out you didn't know an hour earlier. You get a sense of accomplishment after completing coding your very first AI project to sometimes even building your very own AI tool, like a chatbot. And before you know it, you're down the spiral. But it's a good spiral, a weirdly productive spiral. You're not merely killing time, you're building something that's interesting and cool. And that right there, that's hazardous in the most interesting way. Because once something becomes productive and habit generating, game over. Then there's the wondering. It's relentless. Every answer leads to 10 more questions. Every paper you read leaves something out. Every thought you finally grasp, there's a whole other level to it that you hadn't even known was there. Next thing you know, you've got 12 tabs open, you're half reading about transformer models, and you're half watching some guy on YouTube take vector embeddings down. It's madness, and for some reason, fun. But here's what makes it get real serious: the fear. Not the I'm scared of AI taking over kind of fear. No, this is something else, something darker, something deeper. It's that, if I don't get on top of this right now, I'm going to be feeling behind. It's job ads asking for familiarity with fundamentals of AI. It's programmers today who are teaching AI classes. It's your friend who may even be casually explaining, oh, I automated this with a Python script. You're sitting there like, okay, I need to get on this now, today. So you grind, not for the flex, but because something in you feels this is important, and if you don't do it now, you might even regret it later. Add to that everyone's highlight reels, the Instagram stories, some 19-year-old developing an AI that writes music, some kid training a model to forecast sneaker prices. So many things happening these days. Some dude on TikTok breaks down that he made a ton of money by just automating spreadsheets for companies too busy to do it themselves. And yes, perhaps they're not all genuine. Perhaps some are staged for clicks and views, but they do find their way to you now and then. You watch some more, and then it gets personal. Or maybe even you don't. Learning AI is not about learning it as a skill anymore. It's part of who people are nowadays. You start becoming the AI guy who knows all about AI sometimes. The guy who's constantly talking about models, updates, strange little things that do half your work for you and automate it. Now you need to keep up, because that's where you're there for, right? As soon as you lag behind, it feels like losing part of yourself. So, is this a good thing or is it kind of scary? Honestly, it's both. You're learning, you're growing, you're probably smarter than you were 3 months ago, but you're in loop too. A very smart, very rewarding loop that's meant to keep you curious and make you want more. That's not evil, it's just real. It's how modern learning tastes when it's served with hype, urgency, and the right kind of chaos. AI doesn't just change the world, it starts to eventually change you. Quietly, deeply. So, yes, getting addicted to learning AI, it may seem difficult at first, but as I've explained, it's the easiest thing you can do in the world. Because it's not that kind of addiction people will caution you about. It doesn't dull you when you start thinking about it like that. With that curiosity and wonder, it energizes you, makes you feel alive, as if you're speeding towards something, as if you're finally in the room where things are being done. But you have to be careful, or you won't even realize how far you've gone. And honestly, that's kind of the point